All right, another week of preparation, man. Another opportunity this week. Looking forward to the challenge that's ahead of us.
What jumps out about the Chiefs' defense on film?
And it starts up front. Those guys are physical, they're fast. Then, on the back end, those guys do a great job of just being physical as well. So it's a physical defense, and we're aware of that.
Teddy, how are you feeling so far? So you have a leg sleeve on, and it's like a Band-Aid too. How are you feeling right now?
I'm fine.
Did you get cleated? What happened? When did you go back and see the film and figure out what happened?
Yeah, I just landed on the back of Cam's cleat, and
So you got a cut then or something made it swell? Or?
pretty much.
Teddy, you guys were close to upsetting them in Kansas City last year. What do you remember about that game and what worked well for you?
And it was a game where you just had to score points. Last year when I was in Carolina, we faced those guys. They didn't punt to the fourth quarter. They had one punt that game. And, when you play a team like this, you got to get sevens. You got to score seven. And three isn't enough. So that's one of the things that stood out from last year.
Teddy, is there any conversation out your first year here, but Justin Simmons 0-10, Chubb's 0-6 against these guys. They're on 11 straight here. Has that been talked about in there?
Nah, some things you just don't talk about. You look for, what's ahead of us. Can't dwell on the past. It's another opportunity. I'm pretty sure they're not sitting there saying, oh, we're 11-0 or 10-0 against Justin Simmons, 6-0 against Chubb. They see it as another divisional game, and we see it the same way.
Teddy, there's not a lot of teams that kind of almost completely split running back carries down the middle the way that you guys have this year. What's been, from your perspective, what's been the benefit of both Melvin and Javonte being that split?
It helps the team. It helps get us in rhythm. Those guys both bring something totally different to the game. I mean, they're both physical. They both make guys miss. But just getting the ball in their hands, man, it does something for this offense in the run game and the passing game.
Have you developed a relationship with Mike Munchak at all, and how do you think his presence has, helped this offensive line deal with injuries and everything?
Oh, man, this helped, this team a lot as an offense as well, and as a team, he talked to us, Saturday night before the game. He's, very vocal, with the guys. When we come in on Wednesdays, we meet on Thursdays. He's still, conducting some of the meetings with the protections and things like that. So he's been a huge asset for this team, especially for the guys up front, just being able to coach all those guys the same and, have them all ready come Sunday.
Teddy, they say Kansas City, players always say one of the hardest places to play is an opposing offense, so loud there. How comfortable do you feel using the selling count? How are you preparing for what's probably going to be a really loud night? Yeah,
we just prepare for it to be loud. You can never really prepare completely until you're there. So, we'll have the stadium noise, crowd noise here in practice, but, it's nothing like actually being out there on Sunday.
You know how calm you are all the time on off the field, but is there a little extra juice for this one? First place, Sunday Night Football. Are you sensing it around the building, or you personally?
And it's another opportunity, that's not really promised to us. And it's an opportunity to do something great, of course, but it just says another opportunity to go out there and, try to help this team win.
What's it like for you to see Quinn Bailey get the props after the game ball, and kind of that whole celebration in the locker room?
Like I said, as a game, that was probably one of the best feelings, just being a part of that moment for him. Quinn is a guy who's so quiet. All he does is come to work every day, and he's a true pro. To see him called up, for that game, and then to go out there and play the way he did. I've touched on, he experienced, a loss in his family earlier this year, and a lot of the guys were there for him. So to see him get a game ball, see him have a moment like he had on Sunday, to see him play the way he did on Sunday, it's a great feeling to be a part of it.
What's your thoughts on Patrick Mahomes and his playing style, I guess?
He's awesome. It's simple as that. He's done some great things in this league. You watch him on tape, and it's like, man, how the hell did he make that throw? And things like that. But he's a true competitor. He's tough, and like I said, he's just awesome, man.
Teddy, to get the passing game going and make sure you're not under pressure, what have you seen from their defensive front since Ingram joined them, and they kind of bring a variety of pressure? You saw that against Dak 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's just a physical group. They do a great job of getting their guys in one-on-one situations, and we're aware of that. So we're going to make sure we put together the right plan, protection-wise, pass game-wise, run game-wise, and just give ourselves the best chance to go out there and win.
If the opponents keep kind of stacking the boxes against the run, what kind of opportunities do you think are going to be there for the downfield shots that you've had at various points this season?
Yeah, I mean, there'll be more opportunities. Simple as that. Get more guys in the box. You know, you get more one-on-ones outside and more opportunities to, do different things.
You mentioned that earlier that 3 points isn't enough, and that's the case in most every game.
Yeah.
But this team in particular, does that change the mindset of your offense at all? Knowing that you might have to, you can't settle for field goals.
I mean, honestly, whenever we get down there, that's our mindset is to score touchdowns. We're not getting down there saying, "Oh, let's get 3 points here." So, obviously, that's our mindset to score touchdowns. It's been the same for the past 11 weeks, and it's going to be the same Sunday night.
How do you see Jerry's motion, from whether it's the far side into the backfield or in the backfield out? How do you see that impact defenses?
I mean, it just forces defense to communicate more. Whenever you get the guys on the other side of the ball talking, communicating, they tend to react a little slower sometimes. So hopefully we can just continue to use that to our advantage.
Does playing on a Sunday night in prime time, does that any different for you individually?
No, it just makes the day longer. That's about it, especially when you're on the road. Got to sit in the hotel until it's time to go to the stadium, but that's about it. Thank you, guys.